Why Venezuela is so poor despite having so much oil. Imagine a region rich in natural resources where the Earth's crust is home to enormous oil reserves that might turn any country into an affluent utopia. Imagine this country being so impoverished that it struggles to give its citizens even the most basic requirements. Today we uncover the perplexing story of Venezuela, a country with tremendous oil wealth but enduring economic hardships. How did this once promising nation find itself in such a paradoxical predicament? Let's journey through history to unravel the twists and turns that led to Venezuela's perplexing reality. Venezuela rose tall in the 20th century as an oil-rich paradise, promising its residents a happy future. But as the years went by, this country faced unexpected difficulties, prompting us to pose an important question. How could a country blessed with abundant oil resources struggle to thrive while trapping its people in poverty? The answer lies in a tale of mismanagement, political turmoil, and international complexities that continue to shape Venezuela's destiny. Years ago, when Venezuela's oil sector was booming and its revenues were pouring in, our narrative begins. Being one of the biggest oil producers in the world, affluence looked attainable. However, the prosperity was so plentiful that it had two sides. Other economic sectors were ignored due to an over-reliance on oil income, which put them in a dangerously vulnerable position to changes in the price of oil throughout the world. Venezuela's downfall. Venezuela's economy changed throughout time along with changes in oil prices. As a result of the country's over-reliance on oil and lack of diversification, the economy was unstable. Additionally, poor administration and corruption within the government made it difficult to allocate resources effectively. The majority of Venezuelans are now fighting to make ends meet because the cash that might have been utilized to invest in infrastructure, education, and healthcare was wasted. Question 1. How did Venezuela's political landscape contribute to its economic woes? The political turmoil. The nation has seen power struggles, ideological disagreements, and failed policies throughout its volatile political history. Progress was hampered and democratic ideals were suffocated by the elite's accumulation of power. As political instability increased, so did uncertainty for investors and businesses, discouraging foreign investment and further contributing to the economic downturn. What role did international relations play in Venezuela's economic struggles? The international complications. As the political and economic situation deteriorated, international relations also took a hit. Sanctions imposed by other nations limited Venezuela's ability to access global markets and finance, exacerbating the economic crisis. Geopolitical interests and disputes further complicated the nation's journey towards stability. Is there a way out for Venezuela? The path to recovery. Despite the difficulties, there is still some optimism. Venezuela needs to diversify its economy, make investments beyond the oil industry, and deal with government corruption if it is to escape its current situation. Finding common ground with other nations and cooperating internationally are also essential measures towards recovery. The power of the people. The Venezuelan people's tenacity show despite the difficulties. Their unshakable spirit and dedication to making things better have generated grassroots movements that support social justice, accountability, and transparency. These revolutions serve as a reminder of the influence that regular people may have on the course of their country. Question 4. How can Venezuela leverage its oil resources responsibly? Responsible resource management. To avoid the pitfalls of the past, Venezuela must embrace responsible resource management. Creating a sovereign wealth fund that could help save excess oil revenue during prosperous times to support the economy during downturns. Additionally, investing in renewable energy and sustainable development can diversify the energy sector, reducing dependence on oil and mitigating environmental impacts. What lessons can the world learn from Venezuela's story? Global implications. Venezuela's journey holds valuable lessons for nations worldwide. It acts as a warning about the effects of overdependence on finite resources and the significance of economic diversification. It also emphasizes the need for open government and international collaboration in resolving difficult global problems. How did Venezuela's education system influence its trajectory? The education conundrum. Education is the foundation of any nation's progress, but Venezuela's system faced significant challenges despite its oil wealth. Access to quality education was unevenly distributed. This disparity hindered social mobility and perpetuated economic inequality. A better educated populace can be the driving force behind innovative solutions and inclusive growth. What role did natural disasters play in Venezuela's struggles? Nature's fury. Venezuela has experienced natural calamities throughout its history, including devastating floods and debilitating droughts. The nation's resilience was further tested by such calamities and insufficient disaster planning and reaction. The effects of these inescapable occurrences on Venezuela's economy and society can be reduced by strengthening disaster management techniques. How did Venezuela's social welfare system shape its economic trajectory? The social safety net. Venezuela once boasted a robust social welfare system aiming to uplift its citizens from poverty. However, mismanagement and economic challenges eroded its effectiveness over time. Reviving and bolstering social welfare programs could alleviate the hardships faced by vulnerable communities and foster a more inclusive society. What are the prospects for Venezuela's future? Embracing change. Recognizing Venezuela's capacity for progress is crucial as we consider the country's future. Venezuela may retrace its steps towards stability and prosperity by reflecting on the past, encouraging political group collaboration, and re-engaging with the world. How can the global community support Venezuela's journey? Global solidarity. Addressing Venezuela's challenges requires international cooperation. By offering assistance, facilitating dialogue, and respecting the nation's sovereignty, the global community can play a vital role in aiding Venezuela's recovery and reintegration into the world stage. What are the prospects for economic diversification in Venezuela? Diversifying the landscape. The diversification of Venezuela's economy is one of the secrets to its comeback. The country can lessen its sensitivity to changes in the prices of oil and build a more robust economy that benefits all of its residents by investing in sectors other than oil, such as agriculture, tourism, and technology. How can Venezuela harness the potential of its youth? Empowering the future. The youth hold the key to Venezuela's transformation. By investing in education, entrepreneurship, and innovation, the nation can empower its younger generation to shape a brighter tomorrow. Nurturing talent and providing opportunities will cultivate the leaders and visionaries who can lead Venezuela towards prosperity. What can we learn from other nations that have overcome similar challenges? Drawing from experience. Nations that confronted and overcame apparently insurmountable obstacles are numerous in history. By studying their success stories and adopting best practices, Venezuela can gain valuable insights into crafting effective solutions and charting a path towards recovery. How can ordinary citizens contribute to Venezuela's revival? Power of collective action. Even while governments play a big part, the influence of common people should never be underrated. The people of Venezuela may actively take part in rebuilding their country from the ground up via community involvement, volunteerism, and campaigning for good change. What legacy will Venezuela leave for future generations? Leaving a lasting legacy. As Venezuela navigates its way through troubled waters, it has the opportunity to redefine its legacy. Venezuela may leave behind a template for the success and prosperity of future generations by placing a high priority on sustainable development, social inclusion, and responsible resource management. We must keep in mind that Venezuela's tale is far from done as we reach the conclusion of our trip. It is a tale of tenacity, optimism, and the quest for a better tomorrow. By recognizing the difficulties, taking lessons from the past, and embracing change, Venezuela may write a new chapter in its history that will serve as an example for other countries. We appreciate your presence on this educational journey. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow explorers and give it a thumbs up if you thought it was enlightening. And if you're eager for more intriguing stories, click the subscribe button and come to us on our upcoming adventures.